Hey friend, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We're checking in for your energies, Pisces. Sun, moon and rising is the most dominant here, but it can be for any Pisces placement. Let's just jump in and see what is going on. I'm just going to pull out the cards and we'll get jumping on in. I'm definitely feeling a release in energy, a shift in energy. It may have felt heavy in different ways on your body, on your mind, on your spirit. But I do feel it is shifting out as we're moving out of this full moon energy. But let's see what's going on, what you need to know. All right, thank you, Spirit. What does Pisces need to know? Okay. First up, we've got the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So sitting in your current situation, I'm just going to pull cards and we're going to go with it. I feel like doing a bit of a different layout today. Let's have a look at what's challenging. We have got the Four of Wands, the Justice energy. We'll see what's coming up here. We've got the Fool, the Star, and the King of Swords. Let's have a look at your power in the situation, and then I'll get you some advice. Okay, I got the Two of Cups. And the potential outcome. But let's dive in. Let's get some clarification here. So looking at the current situation, Pisces, it seems like there's a new opportunity ahead, or you're looking ahead at kind of what's coming in or what's coming up. It's looking at, again, perhaps the things that you've looked at, the things that you've thought about, the things that maybe you've even organized or have planned towards, and wondering how maybe you can manage this right now. I'm just sensing a little bit of doubt, and I'm not sure where the doubt is coming from particularly here for you. As you can appreciate, this is a general read, but there is something here, and it's interesting because my ears started ringing. I feel like you can see where you're going, or you're looking at where you're going, but it seems like you could be part questioning whether you're ready, which is a bit of like a protection mechanism that you have, because I can see that it's like you're taking steps, or it's like, oh, shit, I've got to jump, or something like that. I don't know what you're particularly afraid of or worried about, but I feel like this Two of Pentacles is part of that equation. You know, I feel like you're asking yourself whether you're truly ready for this. What's challenging this situation? You do have the Four of Wands, the Devil energy, and the Justice energy. So if we look at the Three of Wands, when it comes to the Four of Wands, that's, sequential order here, moving from the 3 to the 4. So it's getting to a place that you feel connected with yourself. But this is sitting up in your challenge. So maybe that's where it is. Maybe you're feeling a little bit operating outside your body. Maybe, again, that's a little bit of anxiety or a little bit of worry, or not feeling, grounded enough or balanced enough yet to make some form of decision. And the Devil can actually, kind of represent that here in this, because whatever this new beginning is, I feel it's something that you've been, very mindful of. And mindful of in a way, to make the right decisions. You want to make the right choices. You want to know that when you're stepping out, that you are succeeding, or that you will succeed. That's how this is coming across. And I feel like Spirit's kind of saying here, it's interesting because the energy wants to say something and it keeps holding back. So I don't know if that's part of what you're experiencing right now, is like you want to perhaps say something, perhaps you want to do something, but you're holding back. Again, you've got justice energy, which is about balance, which is about harmony, which is about justice, Libran energy, but it's also something about spoken truths, okay? And coming to a place of balance. Two of Pentacles is balance. So maybe some of you do want to speak up about something. Maybe some of you do want to express something right now when it comes to a direction, when it comes to your home life, when it comes to some form of partnership or significant connection here. But it just feels like something has been left unspoken, or it's like you come up with good reason for something and then it leaves you in the moment. That's what the energy is feeling like. It's like certainty and then questioning. Certainty, I know where I'm going, clarity, and then there's kind of like, hang on, what am I thinking? It's like someone or something or the energy is talking you out of it. But I do wonder if that is really true, right? In a sense, I mean, obviously true to what we're maybe experiencing, but true in like what is talking you out of this situation? Like, why is that talking you out of a situation? Because, you know, coming up into the near future, you have the Fool, the Star, and the King of Swords. So that is precision, that's clarity. But amongst it too is taking the step forward that you need to take, and kind of, you know, the Fool is trusting in the process. It's like, I'm going to take this leap. I may not know everything. I may not know all the answers. I may not know exactly where I'm going, but I believe in the steps that I'm taking. I believe that I am supported by the universe. I believe I'll figure it out either which way. And that's that King of Swords, clarity and precision. And, you know, gathering the information you need at the time that you need it. I do feel there's some part of forward thinking here, Pisces, but I also sense there's some part of play and exploration that is needed amongst this process and thinking. You may have people too that come along this path and come along this journey at the time that you need to help you, you know, just be more confident in what you're doing and where you're going, and making sense of things that maybe you haven't truly understood about yourself. I feel like someone's allowing you to see you in the brilliance that you are. But a part of that is when you get to step out. Yeah, I feel like someone's really going to see you here and see you in a way perhaps that where you're the inspiration. And sometimes being the inspiration is the fact of, you know, when you get some people, because I mean, Pisces, we can be quite, you know, whimsical, playful, creative, explorative, and some people don't understand that. But I feel this King of Swords, as much as this person may support you, because they're very logically wired, I think there's something pretty special that you also give back to this person, this energy, or in return. It's like you're teaching them as much as they may be teaching you. And this could be a passing energy, or an energy that just comes in for the right time and the right place. But that's what, you know, it's feeling like. This doesn't seem like an energy that's locked in to your vortex. It's just, I feel like it's more a passing person, a passing situation, a passing conversation. But it's like you both imprint something in each other. And again, it could just be a really, you know, passing conversation with someone on a bench, you know, someone waiting for a bus, or in the line when you're going to get a coffee. There's something here, but it's like you both inject something that you both needed to hear, or both needed to understand, or both needed to learn. That's what this feels like. In terms of your power in this situation, is the Two of Cups, which just talks about partnership, which talks about, again, balance, peace. So there's something about balancing something out in your truth, in your heart, in your soul, and in your spirit. But it comes with, while self, it comes with someone, with other people, Pisces. And that's what I feel a gift that you really, really have. And leaning into that through this course, through this, you know, evolution that you're in right now, in terms of, I want to go this direction, I'm a little bit worried about it, do I have all my ducks in a row kind of energy, and then this worry about something or about someone, or if you're doing the right thing, or why isn't someone doing the right thing in return, right? Maybe you've just got someone who's very polarized on you, your life, and what you're doing, and, you know, questioning your decisions or path. But I feel like you've got this covered, because ultimately, as we, in terms of the advice, you're being asked to hold faith and strength in your commitments right now, in your partnerships. It's interesting that you have the Lovers and the Two of Cups, which are both strong in partnership and harmony and balance. Again, that's like the fourth card here. In this deck that talks about balance, right? That talks about opportunity. The Hierophant's popped up a lot in your readings in this last week, which is talking again about some form of structure and some form of commitment. So I'm not sure where that structure and commitment comes from. And the structure can be around the way we choose to carry out something, the way we choose to show up for something, or feel like we have a certain role to play in some form of dynamic. But it seems something like that is showing up here, but you're being asked to have confidence in wherever you're going, or hold strong in the direction here. So maybe some of you are looking at making some choices right now. Again, maybe something feels a little bit unbalanced. Some of you, I think, are stepping outside for some of you, because this feels like specific for someone particular, but I feel like there may be people in your life that expect you to behave and operate or connect or choose a partner or choose a direction that they see as right or fit for, maybe they believe they're having your best interests in play. Maybe it's a parent figure, maybe it's a best friend, maybe it's, someone just really has a strong conviction of what they believe is right for you. And I feel you could be challenging that by doing you, by being yourself. And if it's not in terms of just a partner, like a romantic relationship, this could be about a direction you want to go in your career, or around a business, or around something to do with your purpose. Because it just feels like that you want to expand and you want to explore, but there's a part of you that's holding back for some reason. And I feel you're being asked, but I don't know if it's not necessarily judgment, but it's about, I feel like there had to be some cutting through of situations, or some form of severance, like severing something that is putting you in this place to take this leap. But maybe because of that severance, and which I feel like something's being cut. I'm just seeing like the sword cutting something open, that this is making you feel uncomfortable, because maybe you don't feel balanced in the way something has separated, or the way something has been exposed, or the way something has been opened up. But it's giving you great opportunity. But with that great opportunity that I'm seeing here, I'm also, it's like you're not ready perhaps to carry the weight of what you don't know, because I think you've been through such a long journey, and it's a subconscious thing. It's not an out loud thing. It's because when you go on this journey, it's a different pace, it's a different beat, it's a different type of way of living, especially if you've been in very strong survival mode. This is going to challenge you in different ways. And maybe there's a part of you that actually wants to achieve something, actually wants to go after something that is really important to you. And maybe you felt you haven't had that time, or you haven't had that space, or just shit's been hard, right? But again, whatever's coming here that you're feeling very called to go and explore, go to do, Spirit's kind of saying go for it. I feel you're going to have the right people, the right support, and the right things in play and in motion as you navigate this, or as you go explore this. Because whatever this is about coming together in self, and about the people and the places and the things that are meant to, liven and stabilize, I feel, your path and trajectory right now. And I think a part of this too is maintaining your shine, maintaining the steps you need to take, because I feel the steps you're taking, especially with the strength energy, is something that is controlled and thought of. It's not just leaping out into the unknown and being, without care. You're still doing this with very much care, and I feel precision to some degree, but there still needs to be room to explore, is what Spirit's kind of saying here, okay? And I think that, but I feel you're being asked not to fear that. You're supported, you're protected. The right things, the right people will come with you on this journey, Pisces. I'm going to leave it there, dear friend. Love to hear in the comments below all these things that you are exploring, because it does sound exciting, and it sounds like there's, you know, a new chapter in play for you if you choose it. I'll catch you later. Bye.